of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you.
What is that sound speech? The doctrine of this Bible. Sound speech. When you root yourself, when you meditate on this word, when you keeping these commandments, and you reading, can't nobody buck up against it. Man, nobody. There's much foolishness that go on in this world. When you stand it and you rooted in this Bible and this truth, can't nobody buck up against it. That's the whole purpose. Sound doctrine. Can't nobody buck up against it. Not the enemy, not the other nations, not even your family members or friends. Because you got a solid foundation to stand on. You got the word of the Most High God, the creator of all things. One thing to stand on. Think about this. Give you some understanding. We know we got a dress code as the nation of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, yes, you have a dress code. Another part of that dress code is wearing fringes. Get that for me. Numbers 15:38. We brought it out earlier. We're going to bring it out again. This is part of the dress code. Not only women should you have on a dress, but you should have fringes on. You should have a modest dress on with fringes on it. Brothers, men, fathers, brothers, you're supposed to be having fringes on your clothes as well. At the borders of your garment. Bring that up.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the whole world.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is part of your dress code on a daily basis. Read that.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Fringes in the borders of your garments. Go ahead.
Throughout their generations.
We still generate, so we're supposed to be wearing these fringes. Keep going.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
On that fringe, you're supposed to have a ribbon of blue. It don't matter the color of the fringe, nor the color of blue. But you're supposed to have a fringe at the bottom of your garment. Bottom of your jacket, your dress, your shirt. You're supposed to have fringes with a ribbon of blue. Keep going.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To remember all the commandments of the Lord.
To remember the commandments. Because we used to do just like we doing now. Do what the hell we want to do. But the Lord said, put them fringes on so when you look down, you'll remember to do my commandments. You'll remember that you royalty. You'll remember that when you break my commandments, the punishment is death. So you'll think twice about doing what you're not supposed to. Why are they not teaching that in the church? Didn't the Bible just say you're supposed to be doing that throughout your generations? Are we not a generation of people? Why are they not teaching it? Think about that. They'll tell you what, come as you are, and that the laws are done away with. The laws of God done away with, but we supposed to follow America's laws? How simple is that? You're supposed to abide by the speed limit, but with the law tell you not to eat certain foods, I don't know about that. He tell you how to dress, I don't know about that. He tell you not to deal wickedly with each other, I don't know about that. But if they tell you to line up at 12 o'clock to get on this bus, you're going to get on that bus at 12 o'clock. You're going to follow that law to a T. While being oppressed at the same time. So we're supposed to be wearing fringes on our garments, y'all. Read it for yourself. Numbers 15 to 38. Yes, it's in the Old Testament. But it still applies. Just like everything else in the Bible, it still applies. What's going on, bro?
Oh, you seem like you deal with Isupu. Still learning how to say it. I-S-U-P-K?
No.
different.
groups, but we all people.
And the angels that correspond with it. And they was also a foreteller of Revelation. Because everybody knows that Revelation spoke of the red moon, right? But the red moons, the super moon, the blood moon. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the Bible speaks about it. But the question is, who's really paying attention? Because think about it, how many red moons within the past 3 years have you had?
I know this year we had over 40.
So, with that being said, wouldn't that be a warning that Revelation is commencing? So now here's another thing. This is something else that I found out. What do you? And this is it's not to sound crazy, but what do you believe is the book of life? No, the book of life cannot be held by human hands. And here's a fact. Why? The jewel of life is considered the philosopher's stone, right? Let's just say it's just let's just say it's a common misconception. The Bible, see, and this is another misconception. The Bible teaches too much about betrayal, and this is another thing people don't understand. The Bible teaches cannibalism. Why?
It don't teach it, it teaches against it.
No. How does it teach against it when it said, take, eat? This is the body of Christ. And drink. This is the blood of Christ. Why would you eat and drink your Savior's blood and flesh?
Isn't that similar to it? He ain't literally saying.
Okay, I even go back to the Bible. The weeping, the mourning, the gnashing of teeth, the pulling, the eating of flesh, and drinking of blood. The eating of the fruit of knowledge. If you think about it, what is the fruit of knowledge? No, the fruit of knowledge is the brain. The brain stems individuality, cognitive thinking, personality, everything that incorporates life. So that's
how can your brain learn anything without being taught anything?
That's the point. At a young age, you are an person, and this is the systematic corruption. This is where the system comes in at. All right. So systematic corruption does this to a child at an impressionable age. What do children do? They watch and learn, do they not? So if they can program minds in a fashion to believe that there's somebody else in power that's not supposed to be in power, but to keep a cycle going of eternal slavery and bondage, they program it into the show. People don't pay attention to what's being put in songs. People don't pay attention to what's being put in books. People don't look for the words that's written down on the page versus the cover and the back of the book. There's more in between the lines. Even the words that's written down on the page got a message because Morse code and military talk tells you if you take the first letter out of each word, you get a hidden message. Or if you take the second letter out of each word, you get a hidden message. Or if you put it in a specific sequence, you get a hidden message. The Bible is a code. Basic instructions before leaving Earth is the acronym, is it not? Now, here's the thing. Now, the Tower of Babel. Why did it incite war? Why was it?
Did it?
That's the thing. It did because the Tower of Babel was known as the. Wait, hear me out. That's the point. You got to remember. If they pulled a nation apart, if they tore people apart, what makes you think they did not tear the original religion apart? What makes you think they did not tear the original flag? Did you not know that in order to get a 5-point star, you had to get in order to get a 6-point star, you had to have a 5-point star, right? Did you not know how if you use a 5-point star in all the movies and stuff, don't you normally see a 5-point star as a pentagram seal to summon something or anything? But then you gotta go back and think about it. Why would they be so evil? Why would they be doing all this and that and the other if this is a sign, if this seal is a sign of summoning life? But not understanding that summoning angels. Look at it this way. Hold on. Don't they teach you in church that if you do good while you're alive on earth, you go to heaven. But if you do bad while you're alive on earth, you go to hell? Doesn't that sound like a jail system? If you do good while you're alive, you get to be free. But if you commit a crime while you're alive, you go to jail, right? So wouldn't that make the jail system, don't the jail system have jailers and water? So then if hell is a place for people with bad souls, wouldn't that mean the devils and demons are the jailers and waters? Over the bad their souls? That's the misconception. Everybody don't want to listen to that because of the simple fact of what's been taught throughout generations. As above, so below, and all that stands in between. As above, so below means, hold on. As above, so below means heaven and hell connect because of the simple fact. Heaven is the place for those who have done good while they were alive. Their souls can rest easy. Hell is a place for you to be tortured because you did wrong while you was alive. Those devils and waters are there to torture you. They are devils and demons towards you because your soul is tortured. It is up for torture. And that is the misconception. And the moment somebody gets to talking about this spirituality stuff, people don't want to listen to it because of the simple fact of the generational curses and the generational misinformation. Here's a fun fact. I just found out my information being sold and bought on the dark web. Now, my information being sold and bought on the dark web. My information is being sold and bought on the dark web. My social security number. That's the point. That's the point. See, now, I'm a hard-working individual. I'm smart. I do research. I go to school. I work. I make whatever I get, I earn it. I don't have shit given to me.
Blew that up.
And that's the point. Who put a price tag on life? Who said it costs to live? Who said it costs to have fun? Who said it costs to create?
You see, she wasn't hating on.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
Y'all had a good conversation. I want to get that conversation. What is it? Y'all talking about back there?
Right. Jealous. That's how she knows.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah, I know.
You riding the bus?
Yeah. And I have an embassy in every country around the world.
Oh man, I can
To answer your question with the question. Just like there's a dark web, there's a spider. There's a spider sitting at the center of that web that is controlling those threads that's connected to our lives. Because you got to think about it.
You ain't go there.
What race on this planet right now is having the hardest time coming up?
I did that Wednesday.
What race on this planet
I went Wednesday, but I supposed to went Thursday.
What race is demonized the most? Why? Because we are naturally, spiritually endowed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That would fuck me up.
Yeah.
What was the law that
I
was
went
broken?
there to holler at her.
What was the main one?
We cool up.
No, there was one in particular. And wait. It was one in particular that took away from life itself. And if you broke this in particular law, it would bring about generational curses and plagues and so forth and so on. Thou shalt not kill.
So I get everybody.
Thou shalt not steal. Stealing, if you can steal, you would kill.
Right.
Now here's another thing. Because people always want to go back to referencing the Bible.
I get
Go to Ezekiel chapter 14.
I get everybody.
The sign of a horseman is they cannot have children. They have the ability up to a specific age, but if they do not have children before that specific age, they lose their mortality. And shift, their body begins to shift to immortality, meaning they lose that fertility process. Ezekiel chapter 14, 2 Chronicles 8 and 4, city of horsemen. Look it up, Palmyra, Palmyra. Okay, now my question. I'm sorry, go ahead. What it said, overindulgence.
But I'm just hanging out, man. I ain't doing this shit.
You gotta get your mine still on my car.
Can't really stand on it. Yeah. Because how is that going to help your people? Everything you just set up.
Because I'm going to say how this is going to help my people because it's a simple fact. My people don't understand. We are caught up in a generational curse of jealousy and greed, overindulgence of the such. Because the next person is smarter than us, and we don't feel like we can be up to that challenge because we put it in our minds that we can't do it. But if we put it in our minds that we can do it or do it in a different way that fits us, because what works for me doesn't work for you, and what works for you doesn't work for me. When you come to that understanding and do a little self-evaluation, you understand that your individuality, your potential is much greater than the next, or maybe different from the next person. But you can't give that up if you constantly conforming yourself to a system of belief that this is the book of life. When the book of life cannot be held by human hands, let me tell you why. Because the Rosetta Stone. You know what the original Rosetta Stone is? It holds all languages of the world, does it not?
When they were building the Tower of Babel, what language was it?
All languages were one. Meaning, if the Tower of Babel, the Tower of Babel made them speak all, if it was destroyed and it split up the language, right? Then while it was constructed, all living individuals spoke one language. That is the mystery. That's something I'm still figuring out myself. I don't know everything. But see, this is the thing.
In order for them to
Hold on.
all these different languages.
This is another thing. Y'all notice that? Because you want to know why? Each book, each religion has a different set of code. Each one has a different message. The Tower of Babel comes from the Bible, but not only the the Tower of Babel is not only because hear me out. Okay, this goes back to the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone is the last page of the Book of Life. Because here's the question again: doesn't it hold all the languages on this planet? On the original Rosetta Stone, and I'm gonna say this because I can read it. It says, "I am Alpha Omega, for my name is Origin. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end." That was ancient Greece and Aztec combined. That's what I'm still figuring out. There's still information that I'm looking for right now. I gotta look. There's my bus right there. That's the thing. It's still a code because I've been getting this little code in my head. Read the book of Proverbs in correlations to the first. Here's another thing. Did you know if you combine Crip and blood together and put it in power, meaning turning it upside down, you get the eye of truth? Because you got if you follow the rule of 3, you get a 3-point, and it's almost like 3 points of a pitchfork. But then if you do like straight up, and I don't mean no disrespect if anybody in no game, but I'm finna show you straight up because of the simple fact, why am I gonna get harmed? Because I'm using my hands to show a symbol of intelligence towards a systematic corruption that destroyed the whole country. Because think about it, if this nation's flag is red, white, and blue, and those gang colors, those supposed gang colors are red, blue, and black. Come on now, something ain't adding up now. Come on now. And if I could put the C and the B together and then turn it upside down and get the eye of truth, something gotta be wrong, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'd have heard everything you had to say, but a lot of open-ended questions that you don't have the answer. And you search for the answer yourself. So
Let's
you
just say,
don't read this because that don't
I didn't say don't read. I said do the cross reference because people don't cross reference what they learn in the Bible. Because here's the question again: if it's basic instructions before leaving Earth, that means it's a code to it. But it's a code to it. If that's the acronym, that means there's a hidden message in there. Why would it be the Bible? Why would the acronym be basic instructions before leaving Earth? Then you got to think about all the movies that are made, all those alien movies, all those superhero movies. Then you got to think about this. Why would the government try to stop the black community specifically from coming up?
All the answers that you see right here, bro. You just gotta listen. You gotta read it yourself. I don't want you just to believe everything you say.
Oh no.
The Bible says prove all things. So if you read something, listen to it. And then you go back and read it and research it yourself. But the answer to every question that you want is
Let's just say I found the other 2 pieces the missing pieces to the Rosetta Stone. I know where the fountain of youth is, I know where the burning bush is, and I know where the seed of life is.
How is that going to benefit you or your people?
All things have to return to its roots. Is that not the saying? We came from the tree of life, so why can't we return to the tree of life?
Why we can't act the tree of life?
Because here's a question. In school, haven't you been taught that electricity and gas don't mix well together? Haven't you been taught that electricity and water doesn't mix well together? So then here's another question. Why in the world, no matter where you go in this country, you see gas stations near power lines and water height? Then not only that, but just recently the earth had a pulsation. So imagine if that molten magma touches any of those electrical or gas lines. Didn't Revelation say the world would end in fire? And then think about this too. What happens to a planet that implodes? What happens to a planet that implodes? It turns into a black hole, right? Well, the theory is that it turns into a black hole. That's the point. And not only that, if a black hole swallows all life and we're near the sun, which is the center of the galaxy, the white hole is constant. The white hole is not a traveling system. It devours all, including itself. I have to go. That's my bus. I'll catch y'all later. I gotta catch the bus.
You want to know about Tower of Babel? You want to know about the four horses? Psalms 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. You do his commandments, you're going to break everything down. That's the whole mystery of this book. You ain't going to get the understanding of it without the commandments.
Let's just say I decoded the whole thing. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. Take care.